everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Browns are the least scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against a Lions offense that will need to rise to the occasion. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. On second down, here's Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. Trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Throwing on third down, Stafford finding time. He's going to let this thing go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it, and this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they like his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Back to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now would it. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015 in the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of that.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First down, Stafford here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Third and long. It's Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No. Check. Patriots!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go for a big play. And got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You can hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They come out here in the eye. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's brought in left side by Tate. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Stafford surveying the field. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here come the Lions now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
They come up in an offset eye. On first down, Murray. And he's got room. Latavius Murray. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He completes it to Tate. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Stafford on first down. Jones has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stafford. He's got time. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath, sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third and long, it's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play on third down for the Lions. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Oh, the ball comes out out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Latavius Murray. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Latavius Murray, 96 yards. And the Browns are pouring it on. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly. So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way. And they got burned there. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there. I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more confident arm than Matthew Stafford does. He can wait until they're actually open before delivering, as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the strength of his arm, and he doesn't mind showing it off. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. Now Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more. And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive. And we'll see if they can do just that. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way. And the play clock's running down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense. Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the stick's moved. But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they? No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there. Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too. And he fires one incomplete. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And they're going to speed things up here. From his own goal line, Stafford. It's caught. Left side, Brandon LaFell. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And taken right on the 30. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way.
Second down and 4. Shift together here from the D-line.
Hurry up, here we go. Number, Detroit!
They go with Murray again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Again, it's Murray. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make the play.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Backing up. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Play clock winding down. Now a give. This is Murray. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Murray, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And Detroit getting set to go now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar.
There goes Duke Johnson. A big run there by Johnson. 61 yards. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offensive coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.